20 minutes.
I fear conflict. Hello everyone, welcome to Signpost for Living with Dr. Kirsten Hunter. Hello gorgeous.
Hello.
We've got gorgeous Kristen Coggan here. Thank you for coming again.
My pleasure.
Yes, and I've told you the topic how
2
long
seconds ago.
Literally 2 seconds ago.
Yes.
I wanted to talk about I fear conflict because
Yes.
I have people turn up to session and they routinely take a breath and they say to me, something I need to tell you, I fear conflict. And my response is, that's great news. That's the majority of the population. And it's really kind of an interesting topic because a lot of people think that they're kind of out on their own or it's a unique thing about them to fear conflict. And actually that's the standard situation.
Yep.
And then it has huge ramifications.
Yes.
Yeah. So, first thoughts?
I don't fear conflict. No.
Well,
I used to though, but I don't now because I think sometimes if there's conflict happening, that's a sign that you don't have to have conflict with someone, but a conversation has to be had,
Yeah.
obviously, and it's an opportunity to resolve that. So I look at it as an opportunity and try and work it so that it's dealt with as an opportunity and a positive, not just a conflict.
And
That
when
makes sense.
Yeah, so you see it as an opportunity to get in and problem solve, address the issue constructively.
Yes, because I don't like it, so I don't want it, but I don't fear it.
And
Just
when-
is what it is.
When did you kind of turn the corner and back yourself and feel confident to kind of sit in that space?
Yeah,
and-
not until I was at least mid to late 40s.
Yeah. That I think it's definitely an age thing, isn't it? That you just get more confident within yourself. You understand so much more of your inner workings, the world, people skills. Yeah.
And obviously it depends who it's with too. You know, if it's someone who's a superior at work who can make or break different things for you that affect your life, you've got to do it. There is a bit of anxiousness or trepidation there or something like that. But no, the older I get, the more I think the hard thing is getting the other person to engage with you to problem solve or resolve.
And of course, there's all different types of conflict, hey? I think a really interesting way to break it down is what is the power base with you and the other person? That's the first question. If there's an equality there, then you're better off, obviously. If you've got more power, then you've kind of got to be careful not to exploit that.
Yes.
But if the other person has power over you, such as the work situation you said, then that is a very scary thing potentially because you're vulnerable. But the second category I put it into is the person across from you wanting to heal? Are they wanting to be constructive? Is that their intention? Do they have a good heart? Do they have a good intention? And even if they have no awareness, and even if you're not getting a good outcome because the communication's not great, or even if they're defensive but they mean well, that's very different to if you're across from somebody whose intention is to cut you down, manipulate you, harm you, gaslight you.
Yep.
Yeah. So it really is quite interesting when you break it down that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm very comfortable. I mean, my job, right? I'm known for lovingly headbutting people.
I can see that.
Yeah, something's happening, and I'll be pretty real about that. But it's done with very good intention. So I'm quite comfortable with that. But when I've had many people in my life who have had malicious intention towards me, and other people in the world, and I have absolutely felt incredible panic in needing to engage with them. So and I've avoided that because nothing's going to be gained, and that's just not intelligent to go jump into a snake pit, is it?
No.
So here's this confident, intelligent person. Just ring my own bell there, and I'm fearful of conflict.
Yeah. Okay. So when you put it like that, yes.
Yeah.
I'm fearful of it. In that respect.
When you're unsafe.
When you're unsafe, yes.
And I think that's just intelligent, really.
Yes.
So when people say to me, I fear conflict, my brain does this thing. You know how my brain does it? And it goes splat and categorically thinks of all the different subtypes. And I think to myself, you know, are we talking about because you're with someone who's unsafe?
Yep.
Well, you fearing the conflict with them is intelligent. Is it because you don't have the skills to work through it and you're not feeling very hopeful? Okay, let's work that out. Or is it also some people come from family cultures where conflict happens a lot.
Yep.
You know, and some certain, you know, if you think of the kind of like the classic English kind of approach where, you know, everyone's all very, well, some subgroups anyway, and they just kind of don't really talk about anything that I put on the table. And there's lots brewing, but it's not on the table.
Yes, I would find that extremely... I can see that there's merit and sense in that at some point, but you can't just live... I couldn't just live like that and let it simmer.
I don't think that's a good approach at all.
See, then I'd explode and be conflictive and be dangerous to everybody if I had to.
We've got a hurling Christian
situation.
Yeah, no. I mean, honestly, a middle ground, hey?
Yeah.
Like, bring it to the table, do it lovingly, respectfully, constructively.
Have empathy too. Like, think about where that other one's coming from.
Absolutely. I love when I hear about people who are amazing at mediation, and they're not coming in with an expert head. They're coming in with a desire to understand the other person. And when they really, you know, show care, and then the other person feels heard and their defences are down, then they're feeling in a safe space to understand the other party.
That's right, yeah.
So it's beautiful when it's done well.
Yes. So that would be a good example of how it can be a good thing.
Yeah.
If it's addressed and dealt with. But
if it's done
definitely acknowledge that it's not always a good thing, and safety is paramount.
Yeah. So when people say, I fear conflict, I think the question is, what kind of conflict with who?
Yeah.
Then there's the people that love conflict.
See, occasionally there's a little bit of part of me that thinks, yeah, come on, bring it.
Why?
I don't know, it's just me. Sometimes I don't know, if you annoy me enough, if you want to have some conflict, let's dance.
So you're talking about kind of like a bit of a vent.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm happy to say you're not in the category I was going for.
Oh, good.
And that category is the people who genuinely like to cause harm.
Okay, no, that is definitely not me.
No. They want to throw in grenades, and they want lots of shrapnel everywhere. So they're the ones that... and a good day is a day when you've had drama, you've caused harm to someone, you've eroded their confidence, you've taken away their voice, you've manipulated them, you know, and they're on eggshells, you know. So that's when
no, that's not me.
No. So that's when we're heading towards kind of personality disorder type thing. So, you know, and they do not fear conflict. It's kind of a religion for them, really.
So if that's happening and you've got one of those in your life...
Got one of those, like you've caught one. Like, yes. Yeah.
Do you just avoid it?
Get out. Get away. You cannot reason with that.
There's nothing.
No, because you're not working with somebody else who's trying to build the bridge. They're smashing the bridge. So get out. Get away. That's it. Full stop. You are not... A lot of people, as you know, would get sucked into, oh, well, they're doing it because they're anxious, or they're doing it because they've had a bad childhood, or maybe they've said they're sorry, time number 50.
Yep.
But you've really got to look at their intention and whether they're owning that and wanting to move forward with that.
And would I be right in saying that person, like, even you can't have even just that little bit of contact or keep them on a different preferee? There's nothing. It's got to be nothing, because they're there to hurt, and that's what they're there for.
Well, there's a lot of circumstances where you have to have that person in your world, hey?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
might work with
that's
them,
what
there might be
to.
a family member, could be next. So on those occasions you just have really, really clear boundaries, where probably try to communicate through documentation rather than verbal, because verbal is their strength. and it's less exciting for them to email.
Oh, and emails are trackable. Like it's all there.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's not a he said, she said.
More so than texting. Yes, absolutely. But yeah, so basically, just have boundaries so they can't get to you. Is absolutely the way to go. And yeah, I have this fantasy that one day these people will have it tattooed on their forehead. And
Wouldn't that be great?
I know. I can't say on air what the word would be that I'd want tattooed on their forehead, but it's not complimentary. And basically because you approach this person, they will do you harm.
Yep.
Maybe it could be diplomatic and call it harmful. I don't know. But yeah, no, one day somehow, So they're the ones that want conflict, but the rest of the population who are just, doing their best or just don't understand or don't have the skill set or they're really defensive, they don't have bad intent. And it all comes down to intent.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be great if we have a class at school and it's called Reading Somebody's Intentions?
Oh,
wouldn't that be amazing?
You told me something once, I can't remember if it was recently or zonks ago, but anger is sadness and fear.
That's correct.
So anytime I feel angry, I question, well, what am I sad and fearful of? And it just nails it.
There you go.
And if someone's coming at me angry, I think about, well, where are they coming from? Where's that? Same thing, sadness, fear. And it means you can defuse and understand things really quickly for me.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's if everybody just got taught that one.
Yeah,
in this
definitely.
world of people abusing people all the time and getting cranky and insulting and...
I was talking to a dog groomer.
As you do.
Yeah. I love all people. I love all walks of life. It's great. And, she was telling me that when she's got these dogs that are trying to bite her and she's trying to groom them, that she sees the fear.
Yeah.
And when she works with, getting the animal to feel safe, suddenly they're a gorgeous puppy dog and they can work together. And I was like, there you go. Just like people.
Yep.
Fascinating.
It is, yeah.
So there you go, everybody. When you hear someone say, I hate conflict, I fear conflict, then you can kind of think to yourself, okay, is it a safe person or not safe, good intention or not? And that's okay to fear conflict.
Yeah.
They're probably lacking in confidence or they're not safe.
Yeah.
One of the two, hey.
It's probably good that we do fear it because if we didn't, it'd be very conflicting, wouldn't it, out there?
Well, you don't want to
No.
conflict, do you? Because, that's causing, bit of event occasionally, right?
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Very good topic. Thank you, darling. And the socials, jump on in. Thank you.
I haven't said this for a while, so here we go. If you want to find Kirsten Hunter, she is everywhere. She's like salt. She's in everything. You can find her on her webpage is kirstenhunterauthor.com. Facebook is Kirsten Hunter Author, Instagram Kirsten Hunter Author, and her Twitter handle is Kirsten Hunter AU. She has a YouTube channel, Psych in Your Car. And you've been listening to Signposts for Living with Dr. Kirsten Hunter.
So good. Well done. Thank you, darling.
Thanks. Bye.
See ya.